Um, Most of the time, people just see a pretty face and they think that I've never been through anything, or they think that I've never had issues, or that I don't struggle through things. Like, I don't know, it's such a weird concept. And I just wanted to make a very vulnerable post today talking about my biggest insecurity. And I'm already getting choked up. And my biggest, I would say, struggle in life, like even as an adult. And I do my best to like try to overcome this feeling, but it is something that I have to deal with on a daily basis. And that is my insecurity in women friendships. They just make me very nervous. And it's because I have been bullied like all my life. And I feel like people are very shocked when they hear this, but I can remember throughout the entirety of my lifetime, from pre-K, boys and girls clubs, to elementary school, to junior high, to high school. I just have a bullying story for pretty much every grade, and I have not forgotten either one of them. I'm also a little extra sensitive because I'm about to start my period, but still. I think in my mind, I just never really understood like why I've been bullied. Like, I've been unfriended a lot. I've had little girls tell me like, oh, I can't be your friend anymore because you're really annoying. Just a lot of little girls like lying on my name. You know, even older girls that had sisters, they would call me when I was young and try to say that I was stealing their jewelry, but the jewelry was actually like handmade from my grandpa, and like things were just always blowing up. And I just always stood in that discomfort of being around girls, because I just felt like there was always an issue, like even as a little child. And there would be points where I'd be like, I just can't even handle this. Like, I'm gonna go eat in the bathroom, or I would just go hide in libraries. And that's like where my love for reading happened, because I was just like always hiding in libraries. And I was like, okay, it's just like safer to be by myself, because clearly something's wrong with me. Like, I don't know what it is, but you know, and as a little girl, I don't really know how I was processing that. I think it was more just like an isolation thing where I maybe wasn't thinking too much about the issues with me. But I think it definitely got worse in junior high and high school, and like figuring out that mean girls were like a real thing, which is still weird to me. I've had this like group of girls that bullied me from like 4th grade to the day that I graduated. And it wasn't always direct. It was very indirect bullying, you know, cyberbullying, in-person bullying, hearing it from other people. Like, I remember I've been in choir like all my life throughout high school. And I remember I was doing a show, and I like checked my phone right before I went on stage, and I knew that these girls were in the audience, well, some of them, and they had sent me a Snapchat of like flipping me off, and then I had to go like right on stage after that, or knowing that they were in the audience. So just like my guard was always up, and my nervous system was always on 10. Like, I drove by my high school a few years ago, and I just bawled my eyes out in the parking lot, because I think I was just like maybe all the feelings, or like my nervous system remembered how I felt having to go to school every day. Like, I just absolutely hated it. I would never do school over ever again. And it's crazy to think about, because when it came into junior high and high school, I realized that a majority of the issues were because of boys and girls just being jealous of a relationship or wanting the boy that you're with. But I've never like done anything to these girls. I've never, you know, intentionally made them feel bad, like literally nothing. And there's just so many things. I know I'm all over the place because I'm trying to remember, but there are just so many moments that didn't make sense to me. I've had my best friends, like groups of girls, like my homegirls, people that I would go to their house to every night, you know, sleep with my boyfriends, my boyfriend at the time. And then, you know, I would find out through another group of girls. I've had embarrassing moments of girls post online that were my best friends with my boyfriend at the time, and it's like everybody saw it, you know, and it was just really embarrassing. And I even had other girls that didn't like me message me and be like, hey, I'm not even really a fan of you, but like that was really messed up to see. And so like, what does that even mean? I don't know. Like, are you welcoming me? Are you not welcoming me? Like, I just never felt chosen by girls. And this is not like a pick me situation. This is genuinely a situation where from a little girl, I was like, what is wrong with me? And why doesn't anyone want to be genuine with me? Or like, what is the actual issue? So coming into adulthood and like trying to make adult friendships has been challenging, to say the least. Not because they're bad, but because my mind just goes elsewhere. Like, I have a very hard time trusting them. It almost feels like when you've been cheated on before and then you get like in another relationship and you're like, are you gonna hurt me? You know, like, are you gonna be here? Are you gonna actually stay? Or are you gonna turn into another statistic? Are you gonna turn into another jealous friend? Are you gonna turn into another backstabber? Like, I don't know. Like, are you here because you really like me or because you want something from me? Like, why are you here? That's very stressful for me. Do you want my man? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It makes me very nervous, but I am very proud of myself because, like, ever since moving here to Tampa, I still put myself in those rooms with girls and I do my best to come out of my shell, because a lot of people would try to, you know, say that I'm stuck up, but it's not that. Like, when I talk to them, you know, they're like, oh, it's just because you're kind of like to yourself, but it's because it's my defense mechanism. Like, I'm so scared to get into these relationships. And it's just, I feel it. It feels very unnatural for me when I try to like stick myself out there. And I'm aware though, you know, like, I'm not projecting on anybody. I'm very self-aware, and, you know, I'm never going to make a girl feel weird or anything like that. Like, I always put it back on myself of like, okay, this is just my trauma and me filtering, you know, maybe something she said or maybe something she did. But yeah, so I think a majority of people are just really shocked when they hear about this. Yeah, I guess all that to say, like, that's been like one of my biggest struggles as a woman and as a young girl, and like coming into adulthood, and like something I'm still working through. So I just hope people realize that everyone goes through something and everyone struggles with something. And yes, that includes me as well. And it's just a lot. It was just a snippet because I feel like I was just venting, but yeah, that's something I'm currently overcoming.